obviously you've been in the league for a while, but how nice is it to get a win like this against your former team? And how fun is it to play with a guy like Evan and see how he plays early on to get you guys going?
It was a great win for us. I didn't even think about it that way. I think we just needed to cut the losing streak. That's what our mindset, and we were able to get it done. What goes to Evan, obviously, he's awesome, man. A couple months in the league, and he's playing the way he is, and just seeing him grow every day, working on his game. I think it's a great thing to see, and just him getting going like that, it's just going to make our job easier.
Darius, Coach Bickerstaff constantly talks about with you, just letting the game come to you and letting the game kind of play as it is. Where does that come from for you, where no matter who the opponent is, you don't really try to force anything early?
Yeah, I try to get my teammates involved first, because I know when they start making shots, everything else opens up. So when they start making shots, that's why I try to be aggressive. Just try to pick my spots, and then just let it come, really. Just see the flow of it, see who's making shots, try to get everybody else involved, try to get him making shots. So that's all it is.
Appreciate it.
Before the game, Coach talked about wanting you to take advantage of your size, not just be a spot-up shooter. As a scorer, what does that mean to you that Coach wants to see you score all over the court?
It means a lot, obviously. I think my teammates and coaching staff has the confidence in me, and that's just trying to get me going, and I appreciate it a lot. Obviously, still trying to pick my spots and when to be aggressive, when to create for others, or like I said earlier, just we have multiple guys who can get it going. So I'm trying to figure out when to go inside and just use my size over there, and when to still feel like I can affect the game from behind the 3-point line too. So just trying to figure out and find the balance, but it feels good to have that confidence behind me from the staff. So.
Spencer Davies, basketball.com. Darius, we're at the quarter mark of the season now. The play's been consistent no matter who's been out there, no matter who you guys playing, who's been out, who's been in. Last time you've been here, like the last 2 years, you put together some momentum, but then it might fall apart because of someone being injured or something like that. But this year, it's just consistent across the board. What do you think is behind that, and has it happened quicker than you had anticipated coming in?
No, I don't think it's quicker. I mean, it's about time. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's rolling, making shots. And I credit that to everybody on this team. We're all hardworking. We get our shots up. We do things to win. So that's what everybody cares about. Everybody cares about winning. So whatever we try to do out there is gonna equal us a winner. So I tip my hat out to all my teammates, really, and coaching staff, just helping us be in this position and getting us to this position to get wins.
Is it enjoyable knowing that you guys are coming out with the same mentality every night?
Yeah, it's super fun because everybody's on the same page. Like I said, everybody wants to win. We're all winners. So whatever it takes for us to win, we're going to try to do.
Counselors of the Athletic, this is for both of you, but start with Darius first. We'll be clear this time. Darius, what have you seen from Isaac just on the offensive end? And it's kind of ebbed and flowed throughout the season, but finding some momentum and everything, and even tonight, that defensive play against with Levine, then finishing with a dunk on the other end. What have you just seen from him in trying to find this rhythm and groove offensively?
He's growing into it. It's his second year, so it's a long process. And we ask Isaac to do a lot every night, so he goes out there and plays 110% and defends some of the best players in this league, and some of the best players to touch a basketball. So, I tip my hat off to Isaac every time, every game. He comes in and compete at a high level. We ask him to make shots, just stay confident in his game offensively, because most of the time his defense translates to offense. So whenever he's into the ball and active on the ball, I try to give it to him whenever he wants to, really. So there it is.
Yeah. Lauri, I guess playing beside him, like in that starting group, though, what have you seen if he's not scoring, just the other ways that he does affect you guys offensively? at home?
Like you said, he does a lot on the court, not one dimensional. But even if he gets open looks, he might not. Like even if he's not making, he's still a really big part of our group over there. It's just the physicality and the intensity he brings on the other end, and just I think he's just like everybody on the team, just unselfish guy. So he's gonna let the offense come to him, and we know he's gonna be able to make plays on the offensive end, but just the intensity and physicality he brings on every night, and so I think he's gonna affect the game every night, no matter if he's getting shots or not.
Thank you.
Ashley Bastock, Cleveland.com. Darius, I know like you're seeing more and more attention from these opposing defenses, and I know they were shorthanded tonight, but looking at what the Bucks did against you earlier in the week, I guess how have you adapted this year to, I guess, being such a focus for opposing defenses?
Just watching film, really, seeing how guys are gonna guard me, and then just picking my spots. Like I said, I try to get these guys going first. And then when they make shots, my life is totally easy. I'd rather pass the ball than score, to be honest with you. So whenever they're open, I'm giving it to them so they can make a play, shoot the ball. So it's just film with me, really. I think that has changed since last year. Just watching a lot of film, seeing how they're gonna guard me, and I mean, just having Lauri, Evan, J.A., Isaac, K-Love. I mean, I can go down the list. Just having them guys on the floor, I mean, it makes life easier.
Does having that facilitator mentality, I guess, like help you on a night like tonight when the other team's dealing with guys going into COVID protocols like a couple hours before the game, and you don't even know, who exactly is going to be out there? Does that like help you adapt faster, like knowing you're looking to find your open teammates?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just try to get off of them whenever they're open. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. To be honest with you, we're just focused on us.
And then for both of you, when Evan makes some of these big blocks like he does tonight, I mean, those are a handful of highlight reel type plays. How does it like amp all of you guys up, I guess? I
mean, we just it gets us going. Obviously, we've been on the other end of training camp, just him blocking our shots. So it's frustrating for them, and just like I said earlier, it makes our job easier in the defensive end because we have confidence that no matter what happens, we got Evan and J.A., both of them down there protecting the rim. And so I think we can actually put some pressure on the ball and bring the intensity, knowing that everybody's protecting each other. So, so just what Evan does, that's him.
Matt Robinson, 923 The Fan. For both of you guys, your bench outscored theirs 39-16. How comforting is it for you guys to be able to kind of lean on those guys and have them be able to succeed while you guys are getting some rest on the bench?
Got it. Here three.
Yeah, I mean, they bring in a big load. That's crazy. Yeah, they bring a big boost. K-Love, Ricky, Jetty, they've been playing well too. They come in, a lot of energy, and they help us a lot. It's not all about us, like our starting group. So just having the confidence in them coming in and doing what they do, I mean, super fun to see. What you gotta say?
No, nothing bad. It's good.
Thanks, guys. Wrapping up on
Andre, Darius, Coach talked about you got to take a lot of beatings last year. I'll take my time with the question.
What's wrong with you?
You guys now have 10 wins versus teams over 500. What does that mean to you guys? I know it's early and it's not, season's got a long way to go. What does that say about what you guys did there?
It's giving us confidence. Just knowing that we can beat some of the best teams in this league. I think we're one of them, to be honest with you. So just got to bring that confidence, bring that intensity every game. Just stay with it. Just keep being us, bringing the scrap every night. listen to coaching staff, and yeah, keep playing Cavaliers basketball.
Just how fun is it to have a game like this after just what you guys went through the last two games to be able to get out on a team like this and play the way you did?
It's very fun. Every time we go up and we play like that, it's always fun playing with my guys, winning. It was just a fun game.
We were talking earlier about your block shots and how you keep the ball in bounds. Was that something that you learned growing up, or where does that come from, or is it just natural for you to do that and not knock the ball out of bounds?
I feel like it's natural. I usually after block shots, I try to tip it to a teammate or somebody and then get out and run because that's how like you create offense sometimes. And it creates big plays as well, keeping it in balance. So I feel like it just comes naturally.
Which one was your favorite one tonight?
Probably the one I caught. Yeah.
Ashley Bastock, Cleveland.com. I mean, when you get off to that fast start like you did tonight, I guess, like, what were you seeing out there and how does that help you get a feel for the offensive side of things?
They put a little on me in the beginning, and coach has been talking to me. They've been putting littles on me throughout like the season. So I just try to impose my will and just dominate the paint early on, and that's what happened.
And then, like, when you get a big block like that, I guess, like, how does that, I know your teammates were talking about getting hyped up, and Lauri said he's glad to not be on the receiving end of that, like he was in training camp. I guess, like, is it almost like contagious, like you want to go and get the next one, then, like, you're more motivated to keep looking for those?
Yeah, definitely. After I get a few, I definitely am searching for all the opportunities I can to, like, get more and more blocks, and it benefits our team as well. So that's what I'm looking for.
Kelsey Rose, The Athletic. Evan, I know obviously this is just your first season playing alongside Isaac, but what have you seen from him just offensively? And it's kind of ebbed and flowed throughout the season, but recently just sort of looking to find a rhythm, and especially tonight, you know, those couple plays in transition where he was able to turn the defense into offense. What have you seen from him?
I feel like that's his strong suit. Anytime in transition or him driving to the basket, it's almost always a layup or a foul. So it's great to have him on the floor. Like anytime we need like a drive or cut, he's always in the right places. Gets rebounds for us sometimes. He's just like a scrappy player. Also on the defensive end, he guards like the best players every night. So that helps a lot.
Spencer Davies, basketball.com. Evan, at least just looking from the outside, it looks like, you know, you're really comfortable with the elbows. Is that your favorite spot on the floor as far as getting to, you know, the mid-range shot, or is there anywhere else that you feel, you know, is comfortable on the floor?
I feel like that's just where I usually end up naturally. I feel like it's a good spot to work, kind of close to the basket. I can get to the basket if I need to. Also kick it out. It's just a good area to work from with my skill set.
And what's, I guess, the most advantageous part about being a post hub and being able to be that kind of guy that makes the decision with the ball in their hand, even though, you know, obviously not point guard.
Yeah. I don't know. I just try to make the best decision when I get the ball, whether that's a pass, score. I just try to do my best and make the best decision. Usually, I feel like I do that pretty well.
Matt Robinson, 923 The Fan. Evan, your bench tonight outscored theirs 39-16. How comforting is it for you to know that you have those guys behind you and can give you a little bit of a reprieve off the court?
It's very comforting. Anytime the bench comes in, we know like what they can do. Like we're not nervous or anything. Like we think we can go up even more. So it's great to have like a deep bench like that and like be comfortable coming out.
Thanks.
Ashley. Evan, it just seems like you're so comfortable playing through contact, and I know for rookies that can especially be an issue that has to be worked through to gain some of that comfort. I guess, why hasn't it been like an issue for you so far in these first like 20 plus games of your career?
Growing up as a big, you just get hacked all the time. So you just gotta deal with it and just play through it, and then just talk to the refs and they gonna get you on the other end. But I feel like just growing up like that has just helped me play through that.
And on the opposite end of that, you have more block shots than fouls total this season. You don't see that very often from people that are your age with your little amount of experience. So what's it taking kind of to have that discipline against skilled bigs that probably are trying to get you to bite?
Just stay down, jump late, jump after them. And that's basically like the two rules. And then after that, just play good defense, solid, stay in front. And you usually won't get a foul if you have your hands up. So,
Robert.
Thank you. Hi, here Roberto Reyes from Planeta Cup Spain. Congratulations, Ivan, for the game.
thank you.
I hope you're waiting your Roy's speech. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I haven't really thought about that. I'm just staying focused on the season right now.
I hope. And who is your reference player in the team? Which is the player which you learn the most from?
I feel like K-Love, Ricky, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, those guys really help me. Anytime they see something, they tell me, and we have a conversation about it. And it's like a great chemistry. I learn from them a lot, so I feel like I would say those players.